Equinox has used AI slop on purpose. MrBeast is contributing his own approach to the Super Bowl commercial spots. And we're seeing a whole shift into more wellness, fitness in combination with workplace as an in real life experience, IRL, in real time, turning the head on what has been a virtual workforce for many years now. All that and more. So let's talk about these headlines and what it can mean for you as a marketing team and those building brands today. So first off, Equinox. Have you seen these visuals? I mean, check them out. We've got a side-by-side image of one man with a really small head, huge biceps, crazy, like vascular veins everywhere, as essentially a bodybuilder, but proportioned completely inaccurate. It's an obvious fake photo, yet the guy looks like he could be real, at least his like facial features, right? And parts of him. He's on a beach flexing, but then next to it is a woman, attractive, fit as well. Equinox obviously is a fitness type, health and wellness brand. And it has Equinox logo, so it's definitely very branded. It feels very much like a still static ad. On the left side, there's a caption that says generated by AI, and the other side, it says nothing of the sorts. So we assume that it's a real life image. And there's different variations, right? So they got the split screen there. They also have one where it's a piece of meat, yet you bite into it and it looks like cake on the inside. The other side is some kind of male model. It says but yourself as it. So it says question everything on the AI side, but yourself on the other side. And so it's inviting you to question everything you see but yourself. So basically putting the focus on you, your wellness, your fitness goals. And it's really meant to be a hook as well. In this particular article from the Wall Street Journal, what it does is it actually talks to the head of marketing and brand of especially this campaign at Equinox and asking what their intention was, what the strategy is. Equinox did work with an outside agency to guide these efforts and to basically source the images, both of AI and the real images. And in doing so, they wanted to intentionally create buzz, whether it was good buzz, bad buzz, and they're responding to a lot of the comments that are showing up in Instagram, on TikTok, right? And these comments are hitting on both sides. Sounds like more so on the side of what is Equinox doing? They're destroying their brand. What are they thinking? So they're generating this buzz in prep for a campaign that, to my knowledge, has yet to launch. So they're tapping into this attention to then leverage it for something else. I don't know what that is quite yet. And in this interview, this written interview, an article, it hints at it, yet it doesn't give context onto what they're using this attention to leverage. Maybe it's simply to get people brand aware to Equinox and curious on what they're selling, what they're doing, what they're up to, maybe this new product line. Your guess is as good as mine. A few quick, reaction thoughts I have here. For this first one, right? It's got a male bodybuilder, shirt off, huge muscles, really small head. It's funny. I think it's, it's obviously fake. There's no actual human that looks like that. And then a beautiful woman, female model on the other side. I'm torn, right? Because it's portraying kind of the ideal transformation or outcome of those who most likely use Equinox, right? And I'm sure they're tapping into their actual target audience as far as like profile. This woman, European descent, she's Caucasian, she's got blonde hair, and then her skin is shiny. They shine it up for the photography. It's overly polished brand photography. And so that's why I'm a little bit torn at times, right? Because sometimes brands can polish up too much of the image they want to portray and the promised outcome, right? The ideal customer profile of what they want people to become by using their product. And I think with that overly model-esque polished look, it may create unrealistic expectations. And it also questions like what is being sold, because it could, like, if you take away the branding of the font or the Equinox logo, that type of imagery can speak to many brands out there. She could be selling a sweater, fitness wear. Maybe it's a lotion or skincare routine, right? So I feel like it kind of lacks an impersonal touch, which also speaks to, of course, using AI. But of course, they intentionally use AI to spark conversation. So if anything, hey, they may be accomplishing and are what they set out to do with this initial hook of an ad campaign, or the male model too, right? It's like from the posing, I get it. It's like a great magazine cover or spread that you may find in there. But hey, if it's accomplishing what they're set out to do, it doesn't, in my mind, necessarily break that brand trust. But it may, at the same time, it may just draw more of a line in the sand towards like, well, our true fit Equinox customers are the ones who don't care about how polished we come off. Or at times it may be unrealistic expectations on the perfect body or the type of profile that we present. Or our best fit customers don't care that we use AI to show you the contrast between what Equinox promises and can help you become to what AI and the fake world makes you think. I feel like both can be taken as fake or unrealistic at times. So what do you think? Is this new ad campaign from Equinox truly AI slop like some of the internet has described? Or is it effective to generate the right kind of buzz and attention they're looking for and leverage for an upcoming or an existing marketing campaign they're pushing? Let me know in the comments down below. Down with that, let's move on to the next one. MrBeast, I would be surprised if you didn't know who he was or is. He is the top YouTuber in the world. He's nearing 500 million subscribers on YouTube, which is mind-blowing. He, because of that, has a lot of leverage with many companies, big and small. One of those companies is Salesforce. So he has this vlog style clip he put to one of his channels, social media channels, where he basically introduces the fact that he's going to create an amazing Super Bowl commercial. He's got an amazing idea. He's going to pitch to Salesforce, and he ends up showing up to their building in San Francisco. He's on the marketing floor, and he pitches the idea, and within moments, they're cheering. They love the idea, and they greenlight it as long as he incorporates their product, it sounds like, into that commercial spot. But what's interesting here is his approach to this commercial spot. It's flipping the script on what we often see for heavily polished or produced commercials. I'm not saying, I'm sure he's going to heavily produce it in a very commercial-esque type of way, right? Maybe there's actors involved, maybe he's involved, whatever it may be. But what he's doing is he's employing the same types of strategies for attention and brand building that he uses on his own channels and his own gaming of the YouTube algorithm and just social algorithm in general, where he's combining content with competition. What MrBeast is saying is that his Super Bowl commercial is designed as more than just like a spectacle spot. Embedded within the ad are going to be hidden details that, if noticed and correctly decoded, could lead to cash prizes totaling up to $1 million. This really flips the usual advertising approach for commercial spots. So instead of just rewarding reach or impressions alone, this commercial spot from MrBeast is asking viewers to pay attention, to think and participate, turning one of television's most passive moments of watching the Super Bowl into an active challenge that people want to be a part of the story and contribute and be active participants, right? Not passive. So it fits, of course, into his broader playbook. His projects consistently blur the line between content and competition, like I said, where attention itself becomes a skill with tangible upside. So he's going to be planting puzzle pieces inside of this commercial, or maybe there's a series of spots he uses. And he's tapping into one of the most highly viewed broadcasts all year round, which is the Super Bowl. So he's going to merge old school mass media with the scavenger hunt logic that defines his online presence. And maybe I'll participate myself in real time as I watch the Super Bowl. But let me know what you think. Do you think it's going to be effective? I think it's a smart play. Honestly, he has the brand equity. He's got the affinity of his audience base. And by tapping into that, any brand that partners with them has only but benefits to have from it. So Salesforce, hey, they may see a massive boost in attention in users of their tech. Time will tell, but let's see. I think it's going to work. I think it's going to be pretty cool what he throws together. And then the last story is exploring the state of the fitness and wellness world, but on a broader level, how the workplace is being redefined for in real life experiences, where there are what's often called the Soho houseification of fitness clubs. So whether it be in Austin, Texas to New York, what often may be a gym membership to others, there are new startups that are tapping into like a luxury spa mixed in with a workout gym, mixed in with a co-working workplace where people can basically have their time of lingering in a physical space last almost all day long, right? Where you have the opportunity to show up, get your exercise, get your wellness, your relaxation, and your even food and restaurant experience, and tap into your health and wellness while also doing your co-working, as many people do work from home or work remote, or have the co-working experience. And in doing so, they're able to have those real life interactions, but also basically a callback to us as humans, where we began. That is, we built villages and communities around in real life experiences. Many hundreds, millions, wherever mankind and womankind began, it started with villages and groups of culture and people together, it taking a village to raise one another and to connect and to belong. And that has gone away from us the more connected we have been across borders and around the world, which I think is an amazing tool and leverage and should still exist. However, our callback to what is innate in us is kicking in overload right now, overdrive, especially with AI being introduced, where many people are going to seek, and as they do so already, seek to live in the virtual world more so, to be in the AI world. But as that happens more and more, I do think there is a pendulum swing that's happening where people are going to yearn for more IRL or in real life experiences. And this sample, and it's not just one brand, but many brands are tapping into it. They're creating more experiential moments, from the workplace to community building, friendships, relationships, to wellness, fitness, and just simply fun, creative experiences. And in fact, one thing that I've been doing lately is my wife and I have actually put investment and effort into building another brand underneath our belt called Gather. And so we have bought this building in Denver, Colorado, and we call it Gather because we are building an ecosystem, an in real life opportunity for people to host events themselves, to experience events that we put on, to create from this space, to connect, to belong. And in there'll be food, games, community building, and opportunities for people to experience life together in person again. And they'll be able to learn, create, and build. And so we're very excited at what we're doing here. This is an expansion of our marketing company, Content Supply, where we can do client productions from podcasting to videography, photography, course creation, and provide studios and event in real life experiences for more people too. That allows people to connect, right? And so we're excited of what we're doing that taps into this booming culture and desire for all of us as humans to belong and connect again or more deeply. So follow along as we gather together, build this in real life, and also share the journey and story with you online. Thanks for gathering with me here, and make sure to follow along for more content and stories just like this.